are in the newly built University Hall and University Church called Paulinum, and on the walls and behind me you see a selection of the objects that we cared for. These are very historic grounds. They were developed by the Dominican order from 1230 onwards. The buildings passed to the university at the time of the Reformation in 1543. Everything that the monks had built and the funerary objects of the university were conserved until very recent times, including the church. When the socialist government of East Germany decided to tear it all down to make room for a new socialist campus. So the church was literally blown to pieces on 30th of May 1968, and a new campus was built. The objects that we cared for were extracted in extreme haste within 7 days and kept in improvised storage until 2002. That was when the project started, and we began cataloging them, and it was a project that took us about 15 years until 2017.
For many people living in Leipzig, the demolition of the original monument left a wound that remained fresh for the decades since that moment. That's why building a new church, as well as restoring the original artworks, has been such a positive experience for the community of our city in general. It was the beginning of a much-needed healing process for all of us.
Since 2003, a team of freelance conservators for metal, stone, paintings and polychrome sculpture supported the art collection in conserving the artworks. A few pieces were treated by students during internships or in the conservation departments of the Academies of Fine Arts in Dresden, Potsdam, Stuttgart and Cologne.
The project in its more concrete sense concerned an ensemble of academic funerary objects dating from about 1550 to about 1770. They consist of works made from wood with polychromy and paintings, stone objects and a few metal objects as well. They are commemorating former members of the university mostly, most of them professors of law, of theology, of medicine above all, a few students who died during their studies, and the occasional alumnus. It was a great privilege to actually be buried in the academic church here, and so it's a very interesting, also from a social history point of view, a very interesting group of people represented here. There are very distinct European dimensions of it all. We have an artist from Antwerp who came here in the 1570s. Some of them might have been traveling artists. The academics themselves often embarked on an academic tour, which consisted of visiting universities in Italy, Bologna, Paris, Sorbonne, probably Utrecht, Leiden, and Cambridge, Oxford. So they usually took about 2 to 3 years, and they were rather cosmopolitan and well informed about their discipline before they became professors here in Leipzig. So all this is encompassed in the project, and we're of course very proud to have been chosen for the award.